They say disability is not inability. This is a true reflection of a 29-year-old assistant lecturer cum student who graduated recently with a master's degree in finance at the Technical University of Mombasa. John Lokuta Erwan, who was born in Baragoi village in Samburu County, has no limbs and is forced to use his jaws to write. Our reporter Tobias Chanji caught up with him during the university's graduation ceremony, and he filed the following story.
John Lokuta Ewoi is on top of his own world. He was born without arms, but has worked his way to become an academic giant. His initial place was to be a herder in the plains of Baragoi in Samburu County, a place famed with cattle rustling.
According to the Turkana culture, you have to take care of animals, you have to herd, so that you can be seen worthy, and also you become a warrior who can defend the community.
But as fate will have it, he will often stumble on the rocks and fall due to his condition, and his family decided to take him to school instead.
So this one is stated by my grandfather to request for me to be taken to the school. That's how I started my academics.
He remained top of his class both at Baragoi Primary School and Mararal High School, to the amazement of many. Ewoi scored 351 marks out of the possible 500 in primary school and a B+ at secondary level, which earned him a place at Technical University of Mombasa in 2014. He has been adaptive and innovative in his life. To write, he puts the pen on one side of his lips, holding it firmly with his little hand. He skillfully leans to the desk or table to put ink on paper. And when it comes to operating his mobile phone, he holds the gadget in his little hand and uses lower lips to dial.
I cannot operate without a well-raised table to a level that I can write well. You know, I use my jaw with my hand together. So the school adjusted, and they actually made a table for me, a specialized one, which is at a certain height, which fits me, both in the office and also at times while I was in class.
At Technical University of Mombasa in 2014, he kept the momentum that saw him attain first-class honors in finance. This was on Valentine's Day of 2018. Ewoi set a new record that earned him a scholarship.
So the journey has been quite tough, challenging, more so for a person with a disability, as a person with a disability. But what shall we do? We have to fight, because there is no lunch for free. Even the affirmative action with the government, you are not given it for free. You must have some papers so that you compete.
On July 20th, 2023, Ewoi, who's 29 years now, stood out in a huge gathering when he stepped down and graduated with a Master's of Science in Finance at the Technical University of Mombasa. He earned it in record 2 years.
I feel that he was actually proving to the world that disability is not inability, and when you are challenged, you need to rise to the occasion and still be able to perform to the best of your ability.
Ewoi is a good footballer too, and says his wife, who is an accountant, has really supported him.
They have been a very big encouragement, and now that I'm married, I'm getting a big support from my wife, and that's why you can see how well I'm dressed. Yeah, because we work with her anywhere that I go, more so outside Mombasa, even if it is an official duties, though they are not budgeted for, you see. So I have to go with her in my own pocket, you see. Though I have never complained about it, but internally, I feel I'm kind of disadvantaged.
Ewoi has now set his sight on a doctorate degree in philosophy, which he plans to register for in September this year.
And the journey continues, because academics has no end, it has no limit. It is only determined by you yourself.
Tobias Chanji, KT News.
Well, thank you, Tobias. That's an uplifting story. Here's another one. A 40